First, take out the round 1 square and the gray yarn from the package. Let's distinguish between double crochet and chain stitch by round 1. This is 3 double crochet. And this is 3 chain stitch. Before we start, let's observe the round 2 so you can learn the structure of it. We need to crochet 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets into each corner space of the white round 1. Each corner is connected by a chain stitch. Round 2 is composed of 4 sets of these corner crochets. Let's start the round to crochet. First, wrap the yarn around your little finger and index finger to hold the yarn. Pinch the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Then pinch the first layer of squares and yarn at the same time. Insert your hook into this space. Yarn over and pull the hook through the space. Yarn over again, and pull through the loop that's left on your hook. The first slip stitch has been made. Then you are going to chain 3. Yarn over, and pull through the loop on your hook. This is what we call the chain stitch. We need 2 more chain stitches. Yarn over, pull through the loop. Now you have 3 chain stitches, which is your pretend double crochet stitch and the starting point of each round. Place the yarn from the back to the front and hold it with our fingers to make it easier to crochet and to hide the yarn with double crochet. The back looks like this. Now let's pop a double crochet step by step. First, yarn over. You can prevent the loops from slipping by hold them with your finger. Go into this space and yarn over. Bring the yarn through, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, so yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. We just finished the first double crochet and we need 1 more. Yarn over, and go into the space. Yarn over, bring it through the space, and you have 3 loops. Yarn over, and pull through first 2. Yarn over again, and pull through the remaining 2. The first triple chain stitches is the pretended double crochet, so you have completed our first set of triple double crochets. Crochet 3 chain stitches to form a corner of round 2. Slide them together to make it easier to make the next 3 double crochets. Next, crochet 3 double crochets into the same space. The first one. The second one. And the last one. Make a chain stitch after these 3 double crochets. Now you've formed a complete corner of round 2. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. Let's crochet the next corner. To form this corner, you need to crochet 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets. From now on, we will use abbreviations. Go ahead, 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets. We already completed 3 corners. Let's finish the last one. To complete round 2, you need a slip stitch to connect the first corner and the last corner you just made. Find the hole between the first 3 chain stitches and the first double crochet. Insert your hook into this stitch, yarn over. Pull through the stitch and also the loop left on your hook. And the slip stitch has been made. Cut the yarn with scissors. Pull out the yarn with the hook. Let's use the needle to hide the yarn. First, thread the yarn through the needle. Find the stitch on the side of the square. Use the needle to thread through the stitch from side to side. Cut off the excess yarn. Then flatten the squares. At this point, we've finished crochet the second layer of squares. First of all, let's put round 1, round 2, and round 3 side by side and observe the difference. Compared with round 1, round to square has a space at the center of each side. Let's call it center space. You need to pop 3 double crochets into a center space. Both ends are chain stitches. The round 4 and 5 in turn add 3 double crochet for the center space crochet. 1 set of 3 double crochet in the center of each side of the third layer. 2 sets of 3 double crochet in the center of each side of the fourth layer. And 3 sets in the center of each side of the round 5. Both ends are chain stitches. Okay, now let's start round 3. Hold the yarn and round to square together. The back will look like this. Insert your hook into this space. Yarn over. Pull the hook through the space and yarn over again. Pull through the loop on your hook. Go ahead to crochet 3 chain stitches. Which is your pretend double crochet? Place and hold the yarn from the back to the front. Two double crochets. Three chain stitch. And 3 double crochets. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. that, pop a chain stitch to create the next space. Next, pop 3 double crochets into the center space. Three double crochets into the center space. You are going to do the same on the other 3 center spaces. Pop 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and a chain stitch. After the 3 double crochets, let's make a chain stitch. Now, pop 3 double crochets into the center space. Now let's move on to the next corner. Pop 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and a chain stitch. Now we just finished 3 corners of the square. 3 double crochets into the center space. So let's finish the last corner. The last edge space. The last center space. Pop a chain stitch to start the edge space crochet. Let's find out 3 holes between these double crochets. Pop a slip stitch into each hole. Insert your hook into the first hole. Yarn over. Pull through the holes and also pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Cut off the excess yarn. Let's use the needle to hide the yarn. First, thread the yarn through the needle. Find the stitches on the side of the square. Use the needle to thread through the stitch from side to side. Repeat. The third hole is the edge space. Pop the final stitch into the space. Cut off the excess yarn. Then flatten the square. Okay, we just finished round 3. First, let's look at the fourth square. Each side of round 4 has one edge space and 2 center spaces. Repeat 4 times. Same with beginning of the second and the third layers. We begin by crocheting 3 chain stitches as a double crochet. First, wrap the yarn around your little finger and index finger to hold the yarn. Pinch the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Insert your hook into this space. Yarn over and pull the hook through the space. Yarn over again and pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Place the yarn from the back to the front and hold it with our fingers to make it easier to crochet and to hide the yarn. Then make 2 double crochets. Go ahead and pop 3 chain stitches. Slide them together to make it easier to make the next 3 double crochets. 3 more double crochets. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. Next, let's crochet 2 sets of 3 double crochets. Make a chain stitch to connect the next set of double crochets. Crochet a chain stitch to join next center spaces crochet. Let's crochet the next corner. Pop 3 double crochets into the center space. There are 2 center spaces, 1 edge space, and 2 center spaces left to crochet. And need to crochet the next corner and 2 center space. Repeat it. Now let's move on to the next corner. We've finished crochet half of the 4th layer of the square. Pop 3 double crochets into the center space. Let's finish the last corner. Pop 3 chain stitches. Pop a chain stitch, then pop a slip stitch to connect them. Find the first hole between the 3 chain stitches and the first double crochet. Insert your hook into this hole. Yarn over. Pull through the holes and also pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Cut off the yarn and hide the rest of it with the threading needle. Pull the yarn out with hook. Thread the yarn into the needle. Find the stitches on the edge of the square. Pass the needle through the holes of the stitches from side to side. Cut off the excess yarn. Flatten the square. Round 4 finished. Only the 5th layer is left to crochet. First, let's look at the round 5. Each corner consists of 3 double crochets and 3 chain stitches and 3 double crochets. Each side of the round 5 has 1 edge space and 3 center space crochets. Repeat 4 times. Let's start. Wrap the yarn around your hands to hold the yarn. Pinch round 4 and yarn at the same time. Insert your hook into this stitch. Yarn over, and pull the hook through the space. Yarn over again and pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Then 3 chain stitches. Place the yarn from the back to the front and hold it. 2 double crochets. Go ahead and pop 3 chain stitches. Three more double crochets. Cut off the excess yarn. Each side of the round 5 has 3 center space crochets. The first center space. The second. The third. Pop a chain stitch to start the edge space crochet. Pop a chain stitch to start the center space. Pop a chain stitch to start the next space crochet. The next center space. Pop a chain stitch to start the next space crochet. Pop a chain stitch to start the next center space crochet. There are 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets. Each side of the round 5 has 1 edge space and 3 center space crochets. Now you've finished the half of round 5. Go ahead, crochet. Pop a chain stitch to start the next center space crochet. Make a chain stitch to connect the next set of double crochets. Pop a chain stitch to start the edge space crochet. Pop 3 double crochets into the last center space. To complete round 5, we need a slip stitch to connect the first corner and the last corner you just made. Find the first hole between the 3 chain stitches and the first double crochet. Insert your hook into this hole. Yarn over. Pull through the holes and also pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Flatten the granny square. Cut off the yarn and hide the rest of it with the threading needle. Pull the yarn out with hook. Tighten the yarn. Thread the yarn into the needle. Find the stitches on the edge of the square. Pass the needle through the holes of the stitches from side to side. Cut off the excess yarn. Congratulations! You just made your first granny square. Next, let's go back and learn how to crochet round 1. As before, we'll start by observing the round 1. It's easier than the other rounds. Round 1 is made up of 4 sets of 3 double crochets and 3 chain stitches. And the center ring is made up of 5 chain stitches. Okay, let's start round 1 crochet. Take out a marking clip. Let's start. First, we are going to make a loop. Flip the loop. Pinch this line with your fingers. Then pull out through the circle. Place the loop on the hook and pull the yarn to fix it. Wrap the yarn around your hands to hold the yarn. Then pop a chain stitch. Take out a marking clip and clip it on the first chain stitch you made just now. Pop 4 chain stitches. Now you have 5 chain stitches. Then pop a slip stitch into the first stitch. Insert your hook into this stitch. Remove the marking clip. Yarn over, pull through the stitch and the loop. The 5 chain stitches create a space. Let's mark the space with a marking clip. Pop 3 chain stitches like what you did in the other rounds. We need to pinch the excess yarn with the marked space to make it easier to hide it during the knitting process. Yarn over. Two double crochets through the marked space. Continue crocheting 3 chain stitch. Then you are going to make 3 sets of 3 double crochets plus 3 chain stitches. It's easy to see where the space is, so you can remove the clip now. Don't forget to pinch the excess yarn around the space. Now you've finished the half of round 1. Let's crochet the rest to sets of 3 DC plus 3 CH. We need to keep pinching the yarn around the space together until we finish round 1. Thread the needle. Let's demonstrate it again. The center section looks like this. You finished round 1 crochet. Find the hole formed by the first triple chain stitches and the first double crochet, and insert your hook into this hole. Insert your hook into this hole. Yarn over, pull through the holes and also pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Pull the yarn out with hook. Tighten the yarn. Thread the needle. Pass the needle through the holes of the stitches from side to side. Find the center yarn and pull it tight to make the whole square more compact. Cut off the excess yarn. Find the center yarn and pull it tight to make the whole square more compact. Cut off the excess yarn. The round 1 is finished. That's all the granny square tutorial, followed by our connecting tutorial, which means you need to complete the rest of your granny squares. Okay, now let's connect to granny squares together. Let's start by looking at the front of the square, the side you were facing while crocheting. Actually, the front side will be like a shallow bowl like this. Choose a side of the square. All we need to do is to connect stitches on the sides of the two squares with a needle. Put the two granny squares together and let their fronts face to face. Let me explain the detail. All we need to do is join the stitches on the edges of the two squares with a needle. It is necessary to thread the needle through the stitches at the same position on both squares, so that your granny square bag will look great. Let's begin. Pick up the yarn. The length of the yarn we are going to use must be longer than 3 times of the length of the sides of the square. Let's begin. First, find out the middle chain stitches of the edge space. Thread through both stitches with needle and set aside the yarn. Let's begin. First, find out the middle chain stitches of the edge space. Hold the yarn with squares. Run it again into the same stitches. And go through the loop. By the way, we can put this yarn between the two squares to hide it. Repeat it. Maybe there's not enough yarn left to crochet the whole way. Let's learn how to replace the yarn with a new one if you find it's not long enough during the crochet process. Let's connect another stitch. Run it again into the same stitches. And go through the loop. Change a new yarn and repeat the above step for the next stitch. And just keep connecting the rest stitches normally. Run it again into the same stitches. And go through the loop. We managed to replace the yarn that wasn't long enough. Keep connecting. Pull the yarn to make it tight. Go ahead and run the needle through this. We came to the second chain stitch in edge space, where our connection ended. We've just made a knot. Here's what it looks like from the front. Okay, last step. Let's hide the yarn. You can hide the yarn the way you like. Go through the first 3 loops. Go through the stitch. Then go through the loop of the double crochet. Cut the excess yarn. Of course, you can also choose to cut them off after you complete the bag. Thread the needle. Repeat previous step. Cut the excess yarn. Of course, you can also choose to cut them off after you complete the bag. Flatten it for observation. We just completed 2 sets. Next, let's connect these 2 pieces together. You need to finish stitching 2 granny squares again. Still, put the 2 pieces together and let their fronts face to face. Stitching from the center chain, stitch in the edge space, as before. We are going to make 3 knots. A knot need to be threaded twice and passed through the loop. Since this is the weakest part of the bag, we've joined the 4 squares together at the edges in this way. The first knot. The second stitch should be put into a loop formed by the yarn. The third knot. We are going to start from here. Take some yarn with more than 3 times of the length of longer side. Thread the yarn. Start by find out the stitches at the diagonal. Insert the needle through the 2 stitches. Do it again. And through the loop. Make a knot. Hide the excess yarn. Go ahead stitching. The 3rd stitches. Go through the same stitch again. The 2nd knot. This is a little bit difficult. Through the loop. Then go ahead and run the needle. The 3rd knot. At this point, we realize that the yarn is not long enough and it is difficult to continue the stitching. Make a knot at the end stitches. Let's take some yarn. Thread the yarn, then make a knot on the next sets of stitches. Continue. In the end, we still make a knot. Okay, let's see what the front looks like. Let's hide the yarn. Hide the yarn any way you like. Repeat it. Cut the excess yarn. Of course, you can also choose to cut them off after you complete the bag. Flatten the squares. Let's see what the front looks like. By doing the work again, now we have two large pieces. We need to find a nicely crocheted and even side on each square. Put them together with their fronts face to face. This edge is the top of the bag. We need to stitch the other three sides together. We need make 3 knots on each edge of the square. one knot at the end position. Let's rotate the squares to make it easier to see what is going on. Take the yarn and thread it through the needle. Find the middle chain stitches of the edge space. Run it again into the same stitches. Make a knot at this stitch. A knot was formed. Hide the yarn. Let's start. I'm going to speed up the process a little. The first position to make 3 knots. The first one. Go through the loop and make a knot. The second one. Go through the loop and make a knot. The third one. Go through the loop and make a knot. Keep going. I'm going to speed up the process a little bit. The second position to pop 3 knots. Keep going. Go through the loop and make a knot. The second one. The second one. The third one. The fourth position goes through the same stitch twice and goes through the loop 3 times. The fifth position. I run out of yarn again, so let's take some yarn to continue. Thread the yarn. We've completed 2 sides, and we have 1 side left. Go through the loop and make a knot. Make a knot again. Keep going, crochet. The fifth position. Go through the loop and make a knot. Make a knot again. Make a knot again. Keep going. I run out of yarn again, so let's take some yarn to continue. Don't forget to pop a knot when you restart. Pop a knot at the end. Let's use the needle to hide the yarn. Cut off the excess yarn. Let's turn the bag inside out and observe the connection. Flatten the bag. Congratulations! You just made your first granny square bag. First, find out all the holes under the top side on the bag. We are going to pop a single crochet in each hole. Before we start, let me use the needle to show you where these holes are. Put 2 single crochets into each edge space of each granny square. Let's start. This is another way to create a loop. Insert the hook into the loop and pull the yarn to fix it. Wrap the yarn around your fingers to hold the yarn. We'll start with a single crochet in a center space. Insert your hook through the space. Yarn over. Pull through the space. There are 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. Let's do it again. Push your hook through the hole. Yarn over. Pull through the space. There will be 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. That's what we call single crochet. Keep going. Pop 2 single crochets into the first edge space. Pop 2 single crochets into the second edge space. You should crochet like this in every edge space. Crochet the next hole. We'll pick out one line and go through. Make a knot. Pop 2 single crochets into the third edge space. Repeat until the last single. Same way in fourth edge space. We need a slip stitch to connect the first crochet and the last crochet you just made. Yarn over and pull the hook through the space. A first slip stitch has been made. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. Let's turn the bag inside out and observe the connection. Let's use the needle to hide the yarn. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. First, find these two spaces in the bag. The final step is installing the shoulder straps. Use the metal clasp to go through both spaces. It's easier to go through the side. Same way on the other side. All the steps are done. What do you think? Have you already mastered the basics of crochet?